Lowering of the colors. Color Guard commanders, may I have your units come to attention, please? Color Guard commanders, you may bring your units to rest. And those in attendance may be seated. Leading us in the invocation is the Reverend Daniel P. Walsh of Holy Trinity Roman Catholic Church.
Let us remember that we are in the presence of God and are deceased. Let's pray for our brothers and sisters in the military who have died for our country. As we thank God for those who serve, let's pray for the future of peace. For our Commander-in-Chief, President Donald J. Trump, and our political and military leaders, that they may tirelessly seek peaceful settlements to international disputes. That the Lord may preserve the members of our Army, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard, and Air Force from all harm. That even in war, we may keep clearly before us the defense of human rights, especially the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That the families and relatives and friends of our military members may be strengthened in this time of concern and anxiety. That the Lord may help families with men and women in the armed forces to cope with daily challenges in the absence of their loved ones. That our homeland will be preserved from violence and terrorism. That the nations of the world will seek a world together in harmony and peace. That the hearts of all men and women will be moved to pursue true peace and justice. That violence may be overcome by peace. That weapons and destruction be transformed into tools of justice, and hate give way to true charity. That grateful for the inspired men and women and the veterans who have given their lives for our country, we may bravely face the challenges ahead. And this we ask through Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen.
We now would like to recognize our elected leaders and other dignitaries who were in attendance this morning. They include Dunkirk Council members Don Williams Jr., Marty Bamanto, Michael Civiletto, Andrew Wallazin. Also with us from the city is David Ortolano, Dunkirk Police Chief. From the Dunkirk Joint Veterans Council, welcome Jack Sievert, Commander. Richard Maku, Honor Guard Commander. Also special welcome in attendance, Sandra Tapasto, Chaplain. Welcome this city's leader who continues to move Dunkirk in a smart direction that includes a vision for our greatest asset, the waterfront. Ladies and gentlemen, Dunkirk Mayor Wilfred Rosas.
Thank you. I would like to commend Commander Jack Sievert and the members of the Dunkirk Joint Veterans Council for their dedication and commitment in organizing and coordinating this annual ceremony here in our city for Memorial Day, as well as our Memorial Day Parade. As mayor, it gives me great pride to know that we have in our community here true leaders who understand the significance of what today actually means. That today we honor and remember our fallen heroes who paid the ultimate sacrifice so that we could enjoy the freedoms that we enjoy today. So on behalf of our City of Dunkirk Common Council members and all of our city residents, I thank them for their leadership in our community. Thank you.
Our principal guest speaker served as captain in the U.S. Naval Reserve and was assigned to the Operational Health Unit for the Great Lakes, Illinois as staff endodontist. He provided Naval Reserve dental care at multiple centers in the Northeast and Midwest. Introducing Dr. David Bonnick, Captain, U.S. Navy retired.
Good morning, and thank you, Mr. Augustino, for that kind introduction. Mayor Rosas, members of the Common Council, members of the Armed Forces, veterans, and most of all, our Gold Star and Blue Star mothers. I'm honored to be with you once again as we pay our respects to Americans, to those who gave our lives for us all, and thank the Dunkirk Joint Veterans Council for the invitation to speak, and for their efforts for today's ceremony and the many years they've brought this remembrance to those who have died for us. Every year we celebrate this day we call Memorial Day. For some, it's the start of the summer season, or a time for picnics and family events. But for those of us here today, it's a sacred day. It's a day of honor and reverence. It's a solemn day of reflection and respect. A day of respect for the soldiers, airmen, sailors, and Marines who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our nation when they answered the call of service in any one of our nation's hours of need. They stood to fight for America's higher ideals of liberty and freedom. And on countless flagpoles today, the flag is at half-staff in solemn gratitude and deep respect. There are many veterans here among us today, myself included, but today is not our day. Today is the day we have been set aside for the ones who one day left home but did not return. Today we recognize the ultimate fact that our beloved country was formed and is protected by the service of warriors, and sometimes by their blood. As tragic as it is, we can be thankful, because over the years, America and its citizens have answered the call every time our way of life has been threatened. The service members we honor today came from all walks of life, but they shared certain fundamental qualities. They possessed courage, pride, selflessness, dedication to duty, and integrity. All the qualities needed to serve a cause greater than oneself. When their country called, they answered. Some volunteered, some voluntold. As veterans, we were all in the same spot at some point in the past when we became part of that same cause and our fate was sealed. When we took the oath, in part, to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. For some of us, it occurred at a MEP station or at a post office recruiting station. But in the words of Defense Secretary James Mattis, we quote-unquote signed blank checks payable with our lives to the American people. Today, we honor those who had their checks cashed. By count, the numbers are large. More than 1.1 million deaths have occurred in service to this country, and no parent or family member ever wants to be notified of a service member's sacrifice in the line of duty. It is for their memory and those families that we remember and reflect today. Memorial Day was first observed on May 30th, 1868, after being proclaimed by General John Logan, National Commander of the Grand Army of the Republic. Logan's purpose for observing the holiday was to, quote, gather around the sacred remains of our comrades who died in defense of this country. Logan suggested a respectful path for the day, affirming that we ought to, quote, cherish tenderly the memory of our heroic dead. Today, we honor each and every one of those warriors who gave their lives for us, spending their last moments on earth in defense of their country and its people. To every Gold Star family who honors us with your presence, you lost sons or daughters, husbands, wives, mothers, or fathers. They each had their own names, their own stories, their own dreams, but they all share one title in common, that of hero. In every case, they were here but for a brief time, and yet we need to be sure their legacy will live forever. These heroes, in many cases, sacrificed their lives so that people in faraway lands could be liberated from tyranny to pursue their dreams of freedom. Their bravery and commitment to duty will never be lost. They epitomize what President John F. Kennedy once said, that we as a nation shall pay any price, bear any burden, to assure the survival and success of liberty. Now our nation has a new generation of heroes who have been involved in the global war on terrorism. Men and women have given their lives in places like Kabul and Kandahar, Baghdad and Ramadi. Like those who have gone before them, they did not want conflict, but they answered the call when it came. They believed in something stronger than themselves. They fought for our country, and our country unites to mourn them as one. From Chautauqua County alone, we honor 18 men and women who gave the ultimate sacrifice in modern times. Today, less than 1% of our nation wears the uniform. And so few Americans see the service and patriotism with their own eyes or know someone who exemplifies us. For us, the living, those of us who are still here with a voice, it is our responsibility, our obligation to remember, not just with words, but with actions, for truly remembering and honoring those fallen Americans, being there for their parents, spouses, and children. Truly remembering means that after our fallen heroes gave everything, we have to make sure the families and our veterans receive everything that they have earned and deserve. We have to do better. Our work will only be done when they no longer need us. We can never replace those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. We can never repay them. But we can always remember them and reflect on their actions. A nation reveals itself by those it remembers. In this case, we need to promote in our lives the ideals of freedom, liberty, and equality that they fought for, and to educate the next generation in the process. And finally, in closing, I'd like to extend a special thanks to our Grand Co-Marshals, Ray Davis Jr. for his service in the Army, Anthony Spann for his service in the U.S. Marine Corps. As a takeaway for today, if I can be so bold as to borrow from the U.S. Marine Corps for their motto, Semper Fi, Semper Fidelis, which is Latin for always faithful, always loyal, that we as a nation, that we as a community will always be faithful to the memory of those who have given the ultimate sacrifice for our great nation on this day and every day. May God bless the fallen, their families for their sacrifices. May He bless all those who have served and who continue to serve. And may He forever bless the United States of America. Thank you very much.
Joining us now is a 22-year U.S. Coast Guard and Navy veteran. Please welcome our principal speaker, George Burns III, U.S. Coast Guard retired.
As has been the custom in the past, I would like to put a face to some of the wonderful marks that Captain Bannock and others have made in the past about this day. This year I would like to speak a few moments for us to consider and remember men we lost in the Korean War. The Korean War occurred from 1950 to 1953, and the United States lost approximately 35,000 men and some women during that conflict. The men we are remembering today are Marines Corporal Lewis Maid and Alan Bogquin, and soldiers Sergeant Leonard Mathers, Private John Netzker, Sergeant Gerald Raymaker, and Corporal Edward Wars. Corporal Maid, Sergeant Mathers, and Sergeant Raymaker were killed in the Battle of Chosin Reservoir in late November and early December 1950. That battle, fought in the snow and sub-zero temperatures, is considered one of the Marines' proudest moments. U.S. Army forces, however, were beaten, and Sergeant Raymaker's body was never recovered. Corporal Maid's platoon was sent to reinforce another Marine unit on the road between Hagaru and Kodori. The road was winding with embankments and tall grass on either side. Just 2 miles from Hagaru, the 3rd Platoon was forced to climb down from their vehicles and engage in a hot firefight with the enemy. A team of 4 men was sent to investigate movement on another section of the embankment. Corporal Maid was the fire team leader. As the team got to the top and far side of the hill, all hell broke loose from small arms fire. All 4 men came rushing back down the embankment. Corporal Maid's arms were limp at his side. 2 other members of the team were wounded. Corporal Maid died later that night. He had been in Korea for about a month. He is now buried at Arlington National Cemetery. He was an only child and my father's first cousin. His parents are buried at St. Mary's Cemetery in Dunkirk, New York. Sergeant Mathers graduated from St. Mary's High School in Dunkirk. He wanted to study for the priesthood. Corporal Wars was a World War II veteran. He was also killed after having been in Korea about a month. In fact, all of these men were killed in the early stages of that war. For me, growing up in Dunkirk and Fredonia, I've been present at these services since I was a toddler. When I was 17 years old, I was asked to read Lincoln's Gettysburg Address at this very spot. Over the years, you have asked me to tell the stories of men from this area whose families made the biggest sacrifice a nation can ask for. You know, we think of 1 January as being the start of the new year, but for me personally, I consider Memorial Day to be the start of the new year for me. We endure cold, snowy winters, and as the spring warms our soul, it is time to consider what we have been through. This service marks the demarcation between reflection of the past and the hope that the warmth and sun bring in the next few months. So it's proper to gather here once a year, but then when it is over, and in a few short moments, enjoy a grand parade and fully embrace life. There are many who have passed and made unimaginable sacrifices so we can do just that. I think the least we can do is fully live the lives these young men were not able to live. Thank you.
At this time, we offer a salute to our 2 Grand Marshals in attendance today. Doing the honors of congratulating these World War II veterans is Dr. David Bonnock, Captain, U.S. Navy retired. Our Marshals include, from Dunkirk, Ray Davis, Jr., serving in the U.S. Army, Davis was involved with some of the most intense battles in Europe. He was there on the beaches of Normandy during the D-Day invasion. He also shot down one of Germany's famous fighter aces during his service. Ray Davis, Jr. From Westfield, Anthony Span. A U.S. Marine, Mr. Span enlisted in the service in 1942 and was assigned to active duty and sent to the Pacific Asiatic Theater from June 1945 to February 1946 when he was discharged. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Span.
I am Anthony Span from Westfield, and very briefly, as you noticed, Mr. Diaz guys gave you a complete breakdown on my background. I only want to say this: I was a member of the Marine Corps, never forgot the experience. I want you to know that the experience of the Marine Corps was a great experience because it involved a thing called discipline. That's what made the Marines such great people, such great fighters. And the discipline was pronounced very clearly when we went to boot camp. You know what boot camp is? There's a big one down in South Carolina called Paris Island. That's where you're first introduced to the Marines. I can't forget the experience when we were marching down the road to the camp in Paris Island. And I can't forget the booing we got from the crowd of young people there. You'll be sorry, you'll be sorry. And we never were. And anyway, we enjoyed the time at boot camp. But the discipline of the Marine Corps started there in that boot camp. It started with these gentlemen called drill instructors. They were young men from South Carolina, 6-footers, weighed 200 pounds, and very, very mean and strong. But they meant well. In any event, as we pursued our efforts in Paris Island, we were given what they call a field manual. It gave all of the instructions how we were to conduct our lives on the board ship and also on the a little tough today. Okay. In any event, we had experiences, and a couple of them I got to bring to your attention too. There's a thing called the M1 rifle. It's our 30 caliber rifle that we were issued, and we used that on practice and so forth. And to those GIs, that rifle was sacred. If you called it a gun, you were in big trouble. In any event, that gun was so precious that when it came to cleaning purposes, you had to learn how to assemble and disassemble it, sometimes blindfolded. And one poor fellow had used a matchstick to clean the sights out. There had some dirt in them. And he forgot that, and a DI instructor found it, and he was punished for that. He had to sleep with a gun that day. Another fellow called, sure I said gun? Rifle. So this rifle had to be assembled, disassembled, and so forth. He left a little piece of matchstick in there, and the GI saw that, and he was overwhelmed about it. And then the subject said, "I'm sorry, I didn't realize I didn't clean my gun so good." What'd you say? Gun? That's 2 against you, he says. 2. In any event, the little matchstick was removed, and the guy was punished by having to sleep with his gun in his bed that night. But talk about discipline. That's what made the Marines the great fighters that they were. You know, I'm not going to go into the background of some of the bad stuff that happened on those islands, but I will tell you, I was stationed on Guam, where a ship called the... Too long?
I don't know the ship.
Huh?
I don't know the ship.
Shut me down.
No, you're fine.
Okay. All right. On Guam Island, the first island we stopped, was a green emerald with white coral roads. Beautiful. And we were stationed with a ship called the Manila Bay. It was an aircraft carrier that carried heavy guns for shooting the Japs in the caves up in the hills, right? Okay. And the next island was Saipan, and this has a little humor to it. As you know, the Japs were very, very mean, rotten people, and they killed a lot of Americans. They killed a lot of other soldiers, and they especially killed all the civilians and raped and murdered all of them. Anyway, after the Marines the year before had wiped them out, some of them had jumped over a cliff in Saipan and killed themselves. Well, anyway, to show the respect we have for them, the Seabees, which are a part of the Navy, built outhouses on the cliff. And they had long boards with holes in them appropriately for urinating and defecating. And everybody used that for months and months and months to show their disrespect for these Jap SOBs. Okay, yeah. Then we come to an interesting part, because I'm right? Okay. A few minutes? Okay, all right. Now here's something for you. As you know, there's a third island. It's called Tinian Island. It was the smallest of the bunch. And Tinian Island had the longest airstrip of all the Mariana Islands. The result is that famous B-29 was stationed there. And about this time, there had been a rumor, and maybe a fact, that the Japs were going to attack California and Washington, D.C. Roosevelt had died then, and Harry Truman, you too young to remember this, was a president, and he and the Congress got together and decided to do something about these Japanese. So that's where the atomic bomb came in. And with all the replacements was there. Enola Gay, E-N-O-L-A-G-A-Y, was commissioned to take that bomb over to Japan for its mission with those 2 cities, Hiroshima, and you remember those places? And, yeah. Okay, yeah. Huh? Yeah. So based upon what we knew, he dropped the bomb. He ended the war with Japan. We already had knocked out Germany the year before, and so it was time for mine being presented with a discharge from the Marine Corps. I took a ride to the Panama Canal, got home, got back to my practice, married my lovely wife Rosa, and I got my law degree, and I practiced 63 years in the city of Dunkirk. And thank you for your attention. Yeah.
Here you go, Mr. Span. Here's your cane.
Okay.
At this time, the City of Dunkirk will be making a special presentation. Please welcome Hector Rosas, Special Events Coordinator for the city.
Thanks, John. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Memorial Day celebrations here in that City Hall. There's a lot that goes behind the scenes that the Joint Veterans Council do, the hard work, the planning that it takes to coordinate an event like this. And under the order of the Mayor, Wilfred Rosas, who sent me up to do some research, we noticed that a gentleman by the name of Jack Sievert had never been acknowledged and recognized for their efforts. These guys are up in age now. It's a little tougher. The planning that's done, you know, he's very grateful to his wife, and so are we, Pat. So if we can have a round of applause for that. Pat, where are you? There she is. They do a wonderful job behind the scenes. We have new outfits always joining the parade, and it's become a huge event. With the horns behind me, the cadets here with the ROTC, there's a lot of planning that goes involved. And today, I am very proud as a veteran of the United States Army to recognize the leader of the Joint Veterans Council. At the request of the Honorable Mayor Wilfred Rosas, we have a plaque. So if those two gentlemen, Mr. Jack Sievert and the Honorable Mayor Rosas, two good leaders of our community, come up to the stage, please, and to the podium. Round of applause, please join me. Mayor, I have a plaque for you. Can you read it for us?
It says City of Dunkirk and Dunkirk's festivals and special events proudly presents this plaque to Jack Sievert for your distinguished community service to the City of Dunkirk in organizing the annual Memorial Day Parade and services. Your determined and unwavering support is hereby acknowledged. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a proud moment here to recognize the efforts and the decades of service by Jack Sievert and his wife and the direct gentleman under his leadership, the Joint Veterans Council. Please, how about another round of applause for this group? A well-deserved plaque and acknowledgement. Thank you for your time.
At this time, we will be placing the wreaths, which have been provided by Fresh and Fancy of Fredonia for this morning's services. Please come forward as I call the organization and the individual to salute each monument. Dunkirk Joint Veterans Council, Jack Sievert, Commander, and Richard Maku, Honor Guard Commander. Prisoner of War, Missing in Action, Craig Sutton, American Legion, Post 62. Dunkirk Barracks, 1999, World War I, Danny McGill, Dunkirk Joint Veterans Council, Vietnam Vets of America, Chapter 459. Korean War Veterans, Richard Maku, Honor Guard Commander. Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 459, Michael Addington, President. Gulf War Veterans, Ken DeLong, Dunkirk Joint Veterans Council. John T. Murray, Post 1017, VFW, Michael McGrath, Commander. World War II Veterans, Richard Jakubczyk, President. Dunkirk Memorial Post 62, James Lemansky, Commander. Disabled American Veterans, Richard Maku, Commander. U.S. Army National Guard, James Lemansky, Post 62, Commander. Dr. Lyons, Naval Reserve Monument, Dr. David Bonnick, Captain. Volunteer Fireman's Monument, Raymond Maku. Dunkirk Elks Lodge, 922, Myra Thomas, Exalted Ruler, and Karen Payne, Past Exalted Ruler. Dunkirk Loyal Order of Moose, 89, Matt Poquet. Dunkirk Police Monument, Chief David Ortolano and Lieutenant Mark Timmerman. City Monument, Mayor Wilfred Rosas. Okay. Where's Richard? Here he comes.
That's the wreath?
Right behind Jack.
Oh, that's the one.
Here comes Richard. Where's Bob? Okay. Now we will place a wreath on water, and doing that will be George Burns III. Color Guard commanders, may I have your units come to attention, please? With all the placings complete, I call upon the firing squad to commence firing. Honor Guard commanders, bring your units to order arms. Order arms. You may be seated. We will now raise the colors with the honors done by Sergeant First Class Terrain and Cadet Commander Bowers. Honor Guard commanders, bring your groups to attention.
Order.
Commanders, you may bring your units to rest. Leading us in the benediction will be the Reverend Daniel Walsh of Holy Trinity Church in Dunkirk.
Lord, it was good for us to be here today. Thank you for our service men and women, for their lives. May this occasion bring us closer to them, closer to you, Lord, and closer to one another. Amen.
Thank you, Father. This concludes the services portion of the morning. Please continue to celebrate the United States of America and give thanks to all of our veterans. We now invite you to the annual parade, which begins at 11 a.m. All participants should proceed to your specific areas of placement. Thank you for your attendance, and God bless America. Good job, John. You're right with me. All right. I will go say hello. I will say no, that's all right. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for helping us every year. Thank you.
Thank you for your services.
Welcome. Here we are at Dunkirk Access. Remember, we've changed our same great stuff, but we've changed our location. www.dunkerkaccess.com. Not only will that be our live streams, but that will also be where we are when you want to see something. Today. First of all, say hello.
Hi.
All right, now, Upward Bound. Tell us about Upward Bound.
It's an academic program that helps high school kids get ready for college, and they offer summer programs too.
Where are you from?
I'm from Dunkirk.
Where are you from?
Dunkirk.
And you?
Brockton.
Brockton. So how many different areas does Upward Bound cover?
We cover Silver Creek, Chautauqua Lake, and Brockton, and I think Dunkirk. I think that's it. Yeah, in Dunkirk, yeah.
I got you. What's your name? Dylan?
Elisha. Julia.
You got to go. Say goodbye. Hey, say hi, Mom. There you go. All right, thank you. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Let's go. How are we doing today? How's the Lord's Army? Can I ride with you guys? Everybody say hi. You're on TV. I want to know, how do I get to ride in there? How come the parents have to walk and the kids get to ride? That's not fair. All right, thank you. All right, we'll see you at the band. Guys are looking way too official, right? They're looking good. Standing tall, nice job. Get a shot of them. You got to keep up. Here we go. All right, all right. Here we've got our whole JROTC coming across. And our helper today, Kathy. Say hello. Now, Kathy Lascano is our helper today. She's going to be handing out our cards. She's walking with us. She got out of the mess. Kathy, say hi.
Hi.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Right. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Now look at you're taking all these photos. Take us because we're going to take you right there. Say hi.
Hello.
You guys from Dunkirk, right?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Okay, nice.
How many parades have you been to?
Wow, whole bunch. About maybe 5 or 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You got a good spot. You're going to get it going. All
yeah.
right. Like I said, hey, filming him, filming you. Oh my gosh. Have a great day. There we go. It's pretty fancy. Let's go over and talk to the bagpipers real quick. Actually, wait a second. We got to talk to these fellas. Memorial Day just wouldn't be complete. Any festival wouldn't be complete without our beloved council members. How we doing today, guys? Here, little something.
Nice to see you on this beautiful day. Hi, everybody. Thank you.
I didn't think we were allowed.
Hey, how we doing?
There we go. Hey, you guys got to walk? In the
Yeah,
old
it was
days.
either walk or take the carts bus.
Oh, I was going to say, in the old days, they gave us a ride. Holy crow.
Yeah. Well, they were going to give us a ride on the carts bus, and
I got you. I got
they
you.
did windows, and the windows open up this much. So.
Yeah. All right. What do we want to cut through like we did? Let's go see this group. Yeah, the carts bus. sometimes as we film the live shots, I'm not even sure who we're walking up on. So we'll talk to them, we'll let them know, but hang in there with us. Here's our North Coast Brass Company. You look like you're in charge.
Okay.
Now, where are you guys from?
Erie, Pennsylvania.
Everybody's from Erie?
No, sir. We have members from Ohio and where else? Ohio? We had some from New York. I don't know who all. We have tri-state area pretty much.
Beautiful,
all over.
Beautiful.
Based
Now,
on Erie.
how many parades do you do a year?
Oh, 8 or 9.
8 or 9.
We do 8 or 9 parades. We do concert competitions. We're in the Small Drum Corps Association. Last year we were undefeated in that in our concert sets. So
North Coast Brass.
Yeah, that's right. And we'll do a concert after the parade. All the groups will be doing a concert over here behind the American Legion.
Oh, all right.
And,
So, hey, if you don't get enough of them on the parade route, come on over behind the American Legion for the concert. That sounds great. Thank you. What's your name?
Tom Davenport. I'm the director.
Thanks, Tom.
All right, thank you.
Have a fun March Day. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Let's go see this group. We got. How we doing today? Now, I haven't seen a sign yet. Who might? Sometimes I just walk up. We got a picnic. You guys just looking for the best place for a picnic, so you just brought it with you? So we got Girl Scouts, right? Brownies, Girl Scouts, or both? Senior Girl Scouts. All right. What's your name?
Robin.
Robin, you look excited to be here today. Yeah? All right, right arm. How you doing? What's your name?
Donna Bannock.
Donna. You've been doing this for 1,000,000 years?
30 years.
I did see that on the when you were there. I said, holy crow, you're still at it. Good stuff, good stuff. Now, I'm really old, and she put my kids through this system, so, you know.
They were in my first troop. They're married.
Was that your first group?
That was one of my first
Ah, nice. Good, good. Yeah, married and doing great, so thank you. It was all because of you. How we doing? Now, this is the, what do we got here? What do we got here? Are you the Girl Scouts or Brownies? Or Brownie?
Brownies and juniors and babies.
What's your name?
Madeline.
Madeline what?
Wait.
Madeline, are you from Dunkirk?
Yes.
Are you excited to walk in the parade?
Yes.
I see you got some candy. Is that what you're throwing out there today? You got anything for me? Oh my gosh, I love that. Oh no. You throw it to everybody else. How are we doing? We got moms. The last what? Oh, here we go. We got the Hurricanes. All right. Thank you. We'll get you guys when you come by stage. Make sure you wave. Throw a little extra candy. We're up there, okay? How the Hurricanes doing today? Good. Coach? How you doing? Good. What's your name?
Tico.
Tico.
Yeah.
Tico, what do we got here? An AAU team?
Yeah, we got the AAU team, Junior Hurricanes.
What do you play? You guys what? 10U?
Fifth and sixth grade division.
5th and 6th grade division?
Yep.
Where's your next tournament?
June 19th in Erie.
First?
I think so.
Yeah, that's a great tournament. I used to do what he did with my kids all the time. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you guys, my grandpa, he knows where everything is. Yeah, because I was wondering why we didn't play there last time.
We got to have you. Wait, what's your name?
Davion White.
Davion is in charge. Oh, are you, who's your uncle? Dave?
No, David White. That's my grandpa.
That's what?
That's my grandpa.
That's your grandpa. Holy crow. Dave coached with me. Now that makes me really old if he's your grandpa. All right, let's go. Thank you, guys. Good luck. How we doing? And we got the junior cheerleader. All right. We got the cheerleaders. Do you want to do a quick cheer? You got a quick one? Come on, here we go. Ready? Great job. Woo! All right. Great job. Coach White, I just met your grandson. Yes. I said, wait a second, grandson? Holy crow, that means I'm really old. How about you?
Yeah, same here.
It's good.
Yep.
The program's still going.
Yep, definitely. I was just telling them, I worked under, you started me off in my career.
We had a lot of fun with it.
Yes, we definitely did. Yep.
Keep it up. Girls, keep it up, man. Keep it up. Is Cassie here somewhere?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, because she's a hell of a player, you know. Yep. Listen to him. Sorry, did I lose you? No, all right. How we doing? What's your name?
Addison.
Addison? Addison, how do you get to be in the front of the crowd?
My brother plays trumpet.
So he's in the back, and they said, we need somebody. Come on out, huh? Good job. Thank you. What's your name?
Sebastian.
Sebastian. How do you get to be in the front?
Don't know.
Don't know. They just said, Sebastian, come on up to the front.
Yeah.
All right. Director, right?
I'm Mary Brock.
Mary?
I'm Mary Brock, yes.
All right, Mary, what are we going to hear today from these guys?
They're playing an arrangement of Battle Hymn of the Republic, America and My Country 'Tis of Thee.
Wow, we're going right down the traditional route, huh?
Yep.
Good.
65 awesome kids.
Yeah, 65, all middle school?
Plus 2 banner carriers.
I know. I said, how'd they get that job? My brother's here. I had to carry it. You know, what the heck?
Right.
That's the way it works. All right, great. All right, we'll see you at the parade. Hey, make sure you stop and give us a good, play your best. How you doing? What's your name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan what?
Santos Castro.
Jonathan what?
Santos Castro.
Santos Castro. Here we go. Jonathan's got the big drums. I always the drum guys. You guys got to do all the work, right? Carrying those things. Holy crow. Good luck. I could do the cymbals maybe. I don't know. Nothing else. All right, guys, play hard. No faking. No like that and just pretending. All right. Good shot. I wonder if I hope they're handing out cards. Gotcha. How we doing? Good. You got to get the ace. Where do we? So are you in the parade? You got this hot car rolling down the street? Yeah.
Yeah.
What year is it?
91.
And I don't know much about cars.
Yeah, it's Toyota MR2.
Good looking car. I want the. Now, do you run the AC with the window with the thing open? No, because I might do that. Put my face down there or something like that. No, well, good. Thanks for being in it. That's cool. Look at this old. Holy crow. How we doing today? Is this you? You driving one of these?
My brother is the car.
Oh, that's his?
Yeah, the Toyota.
That is so. I didn't know Toyotas could be that old, right? I mean, that's a very cool car. Thank you. How we doing? Got it under control? All right. Don't go too fast, all right? Now, how do you get to be the leader of this pack?
Just came as a group, and we got together, and we just make a crew to support the Dunkirk, everything, do positive stuff.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's very cool. I love that Toyota, that old Toyota back there, but these things go slow. Don't hit me. Oh, they're pulling out on us? Oh, this is the car club. Now, how come you guys don't get to ride? I see men in the car. I see you guys out here. What's going on with that?
The pretty ones. We're the models.
Yeah. Don't want to hide you inside that car.
Yeah, we're the 716.
What's your name?
Annabelle.
Annabelle, 716 Car Club. All these guys, good stuff. Yes. Good stuff.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Happy Memorial Day. You handing those things out? Good job. Uh-oh, we're in the way.
Yeah,
we're moving good though. We'll beat them. How we doing today? Good. How many? Now, your name? Nope, your name?
Ramal.
There you go. Say hi.
Hi.
There you go. Hey, watch yourself later. Enjoy the parade. Good to see you. How you doing? Good. All right. How we doing? Did you want to be on camera? You're looking like you said, yo. Oh, see, she says, I want to be interviewed. What's your name?
Julie.
Julie, how long you been coming to this parade?
This is my first one.
Wow, where are you from?
We live in Buffalo.
Well, great. We're glad to have you down. I mean, that makes my heart feel good that we brought some people down here to watch. Thanks, Julie. Give Julie a card. Please. How we doing today? We just got to catch... We got to catch that cart bus so that we're not behind the parade. There we go. There we go. We'll get these guys later. How you doing? Wait, here we go. Good to see you. Good to see you.
What are we live with today?
We're live. We're live on cable access.
Wonderful.
So, yeah, now, how long? This has got to be about the 400th year that this group. I mean, you've been doing it forever.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to Jack. He's in the bus, ready to go.
I gotcha.
I know we've got an exciting season this year, and guys are looking forward to a real nice parade today. and we've got a strong group this year. We've got a lot of new recruits, and
It does.
hope to entertain
I saw
everybody.
you guys practicing over near Washington Park.
Yep.
And it did look like a full-bodied group, you know.
Yep,
So
we got a good crew this year, and really excited for this year's parade. So.
good,
Yeah,
good stuff.
I'm just the bus driver. So.
I got you. Hey, everybody's got a job.
That's right.
Everybody's got a job. Good. Well, we'll try to grab them after because we got to catch up to the parade. Thanks. How we doing today? Good. Yeah, we got to hustle. How we doing? Now, if you've been to Dunkirk or you've lived in Dunkirk all your life, like we have, and you've been to parades, you know that the Memorial Day parade isn't the Memorial Day parade without the Elks flag, and you got to take your change and you throw it in. Now they're taking dollar bills as well. I don't know how these guys do. I'd be I'm already too overworked. Wait till the end, right? How are we doing today? You guys have been here for a while, huh?
No. Yeah. We just got here, so.
Yeah, well, I see you got your change. Thank you. Good job. You with me? Let's go over to these people. How you guys doing? I got to stop. You guys were here really early today. By the way, you can see yourself later on there. Tell me, what happened to the leg?
I broke my leg.
Oh, my gosh, but you're still out here.
Yes, I am.
All right, yeah, you guys were out here early, had the good. All right. Hey, what's up? Good to see you. Thank you very much. What's your name?
Efren.
Everett?
Efren.
Efren, all right. Efren, watch yourself later. All right, we got to hustle. We got to get in front of this thing. There we go. Get that shot. There you go. Boy, it's busy today. The place is lined with folks. This is great stuff. Of course, it doesn't hurt that they sell beer out of the... Oh, no, I can't talk of that, right? All right. We're trying to hustle our way down. We're going to be behind the beginning of the parade, but that's all right. We'll get in most of it. Better to get in some of this stuff. How are we doing? You keep the crowd. You keep getting them. How you doing, man? How you doing? First parade. Now, what's your name, sir?
Brad Eichelberger.
All right, Brad Eichelberger, and we got the youngster. You keep coming. How many of these is you? You been to them all, or? No, just one. All right. I've been to them all. All right, congratulations. Good to see you. Hey, how you doing, Tom? All right, we're going to give all these people a good shot and credit for being smart because they're in the shade. You know, here, watch yourself later. Watch yourself later. Watch yourself later. Watch yourself later. There you go. Watch yourself later. Oh, okay. Watch yourself later. There you go, right here. Make sure we get these folks too. How we doing today? Hey. All right, we're almost there. We got to get there. How we doing today? Here we go. Here. Watch yourself later. Watch yourself later. What's your name?
Laura.
Laura. How many parades have you been? How old are you?
4.
So you've probably been to 3 parades. This is 4th, huh? Because I don't think these guys have missed too many.
One time before, now I'm here now.
Excellent. Well, good. We're glad to have you. We'll see you later. All right, all right. How we doing today? Good. Watch yourself later. How many parades have you been to?
Oh, almost all of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
I shouldn't ask that because I've been to way too many. All of them.
Born and raised in Dunkirk.
Yep. All right. Thank you. How we doing? How we doing? Watch yourself later. What's your name? Do you know what your name is? What's your name?
Say Noah.
Noah?
Yeah.
All right, Noah. There we go. We got Noah later. Mama, what's your name?
Jessica.
There we go. We'll get Jessica. That's Noah. All right, buddy. We'll see you on the camera later. How you doing? Here we go. All right. Here, watch yourself later.
Thank you.
Here, what's your name?
Shannon.
Shannon, how many of these have you been to?
Like 10 of them, yeah. I enjoy it every year.
Well, we give you big credit because you guys were smart enough to find the shade. You know, I'm baking, I know. Smart girl, keep her. Here we go. We got, yeah, of course. Make sure you watch yourself later. Here, come on, come on. What's your name?
Isabella.
Isabella, what a nice outfit you have on.
Thank you.
All right, and what's your name?
Rachel.
Rachel and
Mia.
Mia.
Hi, I'm Naya.
Naya, here, make sure we get all, make sure you get one so you can watch yourself later. All right, what do you think? What do you think of the parade so far?
I really like it. I like the bagpipes.
Nice, and there's more to come. Good stuff. We got to get there. How you doing? How we doing? You go. There we go. Who loves a parade, right? What's your name?
I'm Sue.
And he is?
Tyler.
Tyler, you're having fun already? All right. Here you go. Watch yourself later. Thank you. All right. How you doing? Good. Oh, we got to get here. All right. Oh, no. You don't have to. Oh, no. All right. Here you go. Later. All right, we made it to the stand just in time. We missed a few of our elected officials come in, but that's okay. How about now? Are we on? All right. So here we just missed the bagpipers. I'll fill you in on that a little bit, but we've got our group coming up.
Also, we have Chicago County's public transportation system carts.
We got our carts bus, which takes all those folks who can't make it on their, can't make it on their own. All right, I'll catch you up. For those of you that are watching, let's see. What do we missed? Coming up the row.
Genuine military Jeep. We also have the All Veterans Honor Guard.
All right, we just missed the All Veterans Honor Guard, which just got by us, so now we've got our lineup. We'll catch back up and be ready to go. Unfortunately, because we were doing the crowd surfing, which was great shots, and we'll do a little more later, but we didn't get to see the mayor or police chief come in. Although they got a nice shot earlier. Thanks. And now here comes the Elks. As I was saying earlier, just isn't a parade if a Memorial Day parade without the Elks. I mean, this is a tradition that 50 years at least. They keep coming. Boy, that thing gets heavy by the end of the parade, too. They're working. Next, we've got 716 Finest Car Club. We were talking to some of these folks before. It's just a nice group of folks who want to do something positive in the city. They got a little bit of organization and do some good and drive in some parades, have some fun.
We have various cars, Club 716 Street Rods, custom cars.
I always love my Memorial Day facts. We know that the Memorial Day was originally for following the Civil War in 1868. Major General John Logan, who was head of the Army, head of the Grand Army, established something called Decoration Day. Decoration Day was to honor all servicemen who had died in the Civil War. Over the years, that has grown to honor all of our servicemen who died in any of our wars, and not to be confused with Veterans Day, which honors all of our veterans. Although I don't think anybody's excluding anybody today. With that, while we're doing the crowd, I think I'm going to get back down over here and let's do, while we got in between groups, let's take a few crowd. Let's do some meeting people and talking to people. Let's go on here. Come on over here. Let's go. How we doing? You guys are in the shade today. You guys smart enough to get in the shade. What's your name?
Shawneen.
Shawneen, say hi.
Hi.
Chris.
Chris. All right, there you go. Here, you can watch yourself later. That's, oops, I should turn that around. So, the parade, you're from here, from Dunkirk?
Yes, we are.
How many parades have you been to?
Almost all of them for almost 35 years.
You don't have to tell, because I know I was saying, I've been to about 50 oh, no. Oh, wait, we got, oh, thank you. We've got some folks. How you doing? What's your name?
Tesla.
Allah.
Now, you guys came from New Jersey. Did you just come for the parade?
Well, I came to visit us, but they're originally from Poland.
Oh, really? Well, welcome. You're in the right place. I'll tell you that, spend some time, and I'm sure if you talk to some of the fellas that were in the joint council, you're going to find some people that are Polish speakers.
Oh, yeah, a lot of Polish people in Dunkirk.
Oh, my gosh,
Well,
yes.
this is a great place to live. It's beautiful here.
Thank you. It is.
Yes,
Thank
I
you.
love
We're
it.
putting you on the ad.
Okay, right.
There you go. If you want to watch yourself later, there you go. Thank you. Welcome. Oh, now we got the Little Leaguers, so we'll stop doing a little man on the street. And again, as old as this parade is, it's always had the Little Leaguers. I remember I used to hope that we played today, because if you played, then you didn't have to walk. Everybody else had to walk. We've got Gary Haas is the president of the Dunkirk Little League. Does a great job. Look at all these kids. It certainly has evolved. It was all boys in my day. Now we got boys and girls and everybody. I hope they all got cards. They're tossing the candy, having some fun. And as they go by, one of the things that I think is always significant is we look Dom Polsky or Matt's News. Who else did I see up there? CIO. We see teams, the Moose Club. All of these clubs were here because all of these teams are able to be here because those clubs sponsor teams, provide the funds, and it's the same groups. You see, here's the First Ward Falcons. We're coming up on Lucky Lanes. Kosciuszko Club. Any of these businesses and organizations that sponsor the lifeblood of Dunkirk. If we didn't have all of them, we wouldn't be able to do all these good things. Exempts, we got exempts. How come you're last? Hey, DB, how come you're last? There we go. You got it. You got it. All right, who do we got? Now we got a little time down, so let's go talk to some folks. Let's go across the street for a change. Let's see what we got. See, we got a little bit of time. How are we doing? You got a front row seat. How'd you get the front row seat? Here you go, if you want to watch this later. How'd you get the front row seat? You came early?
Yes, we did.
Jumped in front of that.
We came early.
Excellent. How early is early?
10 minutes.
Now, have you been sitting in the sun all? You're going to roast today. I got you. What's your name?
What's your name?
Asa.
Asa?
Asa.
Asa, how you doing, Asa? Is this your first parade? All right, Asa's just happy. What's your name?
Holly.
What is it?
Holly.
Holly, having fun? Everybody from Dunkirk, or you got some people from outside? I thought maybe we got you from the Thousand Islands. I know. Well, good. Sir, you've got your hat on today. Did you serve on the Arizona? No? All right. I was going to say, man, you're looking good. But, yeah, thank you very much for coming today. Let's see, who else are we going to talk to? Here we go. How we doing? You got a great seat here. What's your name?
Steve.
Steve, we're on here. You're having fun today?
Yep.
Can't have much of a better day, huh?
That's right. Beautiful day.
Great. And if you want to watch the parade later or yourself, there you go. That's where you find it. Hey, how you doing?
Good.
What's your name?
Jaden.
Jaden. Now, Jaden, you're here. You're not marching anywhere or with anything. You're just here having fun.
Yes.
Good. And who are you? And who are you here with?
My mom.
Mom, what's your name?
Angela.
Angela. So, Angela, you're here. Are you Dunker?
Yes.
Excellent. You love the shirt.
Thank you.
All right. And if you guys want to watch this later, what's your favorite thing about the parade?
That I see all my friends and I don't have to be in it this year.
There you go. Love it. Good move. How are you, young lady? What's your name?
Alia.
And who are you here with today? There, that's for you. Poppy? Where? Oh, gotcha. All right. Well, good. Thank you for being here. That's where you can watch yourself later. How we doing today? Good. Hey, and what's your name?
I'm Nancy.
Nancy, how long have you been? Well, I shouldn't ask that question. Are you enjoying the parade today? I gotcha. I can't. I said earlier, hey, I've been coming to these parades for. Oh, no, not really forever, because that would make me. Yeah, I know. I'm with you. And how are you back there? I want that shade. Good stuff. How you doing, man? Good. Here, if you want to watch yourself later, what's your name?
Marissa.
Now, Marissa, who belongs to you?
Them.
Them.
This one.
All right. This one. One on the congratulations. Do we know? Another girl. Well, God love you, because girls are 10 times harder than boys. All right, let's get back over to where we're supposed to be. All right. And this is the North Coast. We interviewed these guys earlier today. This is they're out of Erie, PA. They play a full schedule. Lots of practice. They've got people from the tri-state area. Come on over here and get near the grandstand. We'll get a good shot of. They always do a nice performance, so we'll hop up. Maybe give yourself a good view. I try to shut up during the band because.
A little bit about the Hamburg Kingston. Over 100 past and present drum corps represented by members of the alumni, many who hail from Western New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Nevada, North Carolina, Connecticut, Canada, as well as South Korea. We got quite an age range here from 12 to over 80 years old. All the music being arranged by Steve Cooley of Dunkirk, assisting with the horns, drum major Chuck Luke of Erie, and Robert LaDuca of Buffalo. Drum parts are written and arranged by Paul Nice Jr. of Amherst. Holly Cannon of Cheektowaga is the guard coordinator, and Ron Rawhog of Salamanca is the A guard captain. Now, the Kingsman alumni being directed by President Jenny Smith, Vice President Paul Nice Jr., Corps Director Larry Keppel, Business Manager, and I hope I'm not mispronouncing his last name, Leon Trevizinski. Hey, Trevizinski.
Fits right in here.
Takes a little practice. Also, Secretary Treasurer Greg Keppel, along with board members Sue Conowin, Greg Smith, and Gary Wood. Ladies and gentlemen, from Hamburg, New York, the Kingsman Alumni Drum and Bugle Corps. It's a Hamburg Kingsman Alumni Drum and Bugle Corps. Now the Hamburg Kingsman Alumni Drum and Bugle Corps is concluding with taps.
So we got the Hamburg Kingsmen. I thought they have the same colors as North Coast. My bad. I don't have my notes with me because we're moving on the move today, so I'm going to make a few mistakes, but we'll have some fun with it. We've got the Dunkirk Senior High School JROTC, Junior ROTC. This group, I can remember when this group first formed with Sergeant Terrain. They've done a fantastic job. They have a real presence in the high school. On a day like today, we certainly honored the not only our fallen soldiers, but kids like this, the JROTC. What are we going to get here, right? We're going to get discipline, hard work. They're paying attention, good grades, all those kind of things. And I'll tell you, if I was in one of those silver helmets, I think I'd be cooking right now. It's like. The berets are bad enough, right? That's got to be hot. These kids got to be cooking on that pavement. But, boy, you put that silver helmet on and it's like a frying pan. And they got to carry the flag.
Citizenship and leadership are the core of the curriculum taught in the Junior ROTC program. The senior Army instructor, Lieutenant Colonel retired Russell Clark, and his Army instructor, Sergeant First Class retired Frank Terrain. There are currently 63 cadets.
All right, we got a couple of minutes. Let's have some conversations. First of all, hey, how you doing? Good. Now, what's your role with the Historical Society right now? No? That you were involved? No? Okay. Well, how do you like the shade?
We like the shade. Thank you very much.
What's your favorite part of the parade?
I was very impressed by the ROTC students at Dunkirk High School.
Gotcha. Now, are you from Dunkirk?
No, I grew up in Fredonia.
Ah, great. Well, we're glad to have you down here and watching the parade with us.
It's beautiful.
Good stuff. All right. And here, now, hey, well, we got a second. Let's talk to the Ambassador of Fun, Special Events Coordinator, Hector. How's it going so far?
Oh, not bad, Greg.
Did you, we got to give you credit. This is a wonderful day you called up.
Oh, my God, yes. We can't complain.
Willie gets credit for the weather. You get credit for the parade.
We can't complain about the weather, I'll tell you that.
Okay.
I'm not going to be the first to say it's muggy or anything like that.
No, gosh.
After the winter we had, right?
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. Let's take a second and watch we'll finish up, but let's watch, we've got our criminal justice program from Erie to Bosse's. Everybody's working and marching today. A lot of bottles of water in that pocket. these out to people, man. We got to give it to everybody.
That's all I got left.
Okay.
Cool. What's the channel now?
So just in case it wasn't hot enough today, we're putting these poor kids through a marching exhibition. Yeah. So while we're waiting for the next group back here, how many man hours do you got to put into this thing?
Oh my God, a lot of man hours, a lot of coordination, planning. Yeah, we honored Jack Seaver today from the Joint Veterans Council, presented him with a plaque. We did some research at the Reed Library and realized that he hadn't been recognized yet or acknowledged, and so the mayor asked us to do that. And it was a wonderful ceremony at Memorial Park. And we have Access 12 with us over here doing a wonderful job. We're very thankful to have Access 12 with us today, too. What a wonderful day for a parade.
It is beautiful. And hey, for those of you who are on now who missed the ceremony earlier, www.dunkerkaccess.com. If you go to dunkerkaccess.com, you will see not only today's events, you'll be able to see our live streaming, but you'll also be able to look at all the archived events. So rather than try to fiddle with your TV and find 1302 and all that, now that they've moved us, we're sending you right to www.dunkerkaccess.com. And we've got the Gethsemane Church. Boy, these are the guys I said, why are the parents got to walk and the kids get to ride? That's not fair. There's Andy Gonzalez running the show.
Children's Ministry Program.
All right, now we're going to get the North Coast. I screwed up earlier, and I thought it was the when it was the alumni. Again, I don't get to work off my notes because we're doing the man on the move all the time. But this is the North Coast Company. They're out of Erie, PA.
But the North Coast Brass Company musicians, Thomas Davenport, the director. We want to give them a rousing, warm applause.
Yay!
Did I tell you that wire is for us if we need it? You want to use it?
And now we've got the girl. In fact, this edition of the Girl Scouts is the senior Girl Scouts. Then we've got the Brownies and the Girl Scouts coming up behind them. Donna Bannock, who's been doing this as long as I can remember with my kids, God love her. Wonderful organization, and these kids, come out there learning good stuff, leadership, and
Okay, and we got a couple of Girl Scout groups, Girl Scouts in America.
how to make a fire with 2 sticks, right? Isn't that? Yeah, something like that. Great job.
The troop 2237, that's led by Captain Reisenberg. Right now we have 2237, troop 2237.
We need to get a microphone out there next time. They're doing the Girl Scout pledge.
Once again.
There we go. There we go. Everybody's having fun today. Next, we've got the, I guess, the junior Hurricanes, right? The AAU. We got the cheerleaders. We've got the boys and girls basketball teams. AAU program alive and strong, as you can see. I think they play out of their home court is the Salvation Army, but certainly a lot of time and energy goes into both what the parents are doing as well as what the kids are doing. And here we go. We're going to get a cheer. Beautiful.
Hard work on and off the court, rotor skills of the players as well as the faith, and to equip them to continue their careers and share their faith. Also, they offer Hurricane AAU for youth from the community of Northern Chautauqua County. JV boys basketball program. And we have the cheer group right now, the Hurricane cheer group.
I think I bought those jerseys. Did he have the Pisordo and stuff? What do you guys tell me about that big one?
He's got a good bag, but he's out of a bottle. Peach. Oh,
We got the days.
nice and easy.
we have the Hurricane Cheerleaders, Chautauqua Hurricanes, supporting the AAU basketball. Here we've got the Hurricane, boys. We've got the girls team. We talked to some of the coaches earlier today out on the other side of the parade. So if you didn't catch that, rewind, find us, and take a look. Next comes the Dunkirk Middle School Band. 65 strong. I was talking with their director. Yeah, when Mary was talking to us earlier, she said she was very pleased with the turnout, and as we can see, it's a good group.
Again, the Dunkirk Middle School Band, directed by Mary Brown.
All right, great job by our Dunkirk Middle School. Next, we've got Upward Bound. Upward Bound. We spoke with some of the kids when we were down at the service. Upward Bound is about, and it serves high school students throughout the northern Chautauqua area. It's about hard work and getting better.
And the Upward Bound program, Patricia Messina. And,
Patricia Messina is their director.
State University of New York at Fremont. And the Upward Bound program. Director and Patricia Messina.
And I would be remiss if I didn't talk about Loretta Terrain with Upward Bound too. But here we go. There we go. Upward Bounds. Jamming the country today. Now we've got a group of veterans sporting their vehicles and their flags. All right. Excuse me. We have one more division coming up. Excuse me, my man. We've got one more division coming up. We're going to talk to a few more folks. How you doing, Mom?
No.
How about you? You look so beautiful today. What's your name?
Kendall.
And what was your favorite part of the parade today?
The police.
Police? Good job. All right. How about you guys? Anybody else? What's your name?
Zara.
Sarah?
Zara.
What was your favorite part of the parade today?
Baseball.
The baseball? Here, if you want to watch yourself later. That's where you can find it. All right, let's go one quick one over here. Wait. We can't leave you guys. You got the best seats in the house. We got to come talk to you. Now, I saw you rocking out, Mom. You were... Whoa. Here, you can watch yourself later rock out. What's your name?
Kim Desmond Keppel.
And Kim, you're right from here. Yeah, I am. And so you've been coming to a few parades in your day, huh? Yeah. So you knew to get here early, get the best spot?
Absolutely. I usually walk, but this year they walk by themselves.
Well, you did a good job. These guys, what's your name?
Cameron. Carter.
And so you walked with the baseball team. I know. So what's your name?
Braden.
Braden, you guys don't play today, huh? I know I used to always hope that I had the game on the day of the walk because then you didn't have to walk. You got to ride or something. But all right, have a good year, guys. Say hi to everyone. Revitalize Dunkirk. Get that shot. All right, we better get out of the way. Come on over. All right, we got to get out of the way because here we got the... I'll tell you, these guys have been practicing. I've a couple of times I've driven by Washington Park and watched them go. Their numbers are up. They got a full schedule. Tell you, I'll shut up in time to watch them play their tune, but it's good to see a great mix of young and old. Back in the day when there were 5 or 6 drum corps from the city alone, it's good to see the Western New York Alumni Drum Corps going strong, and here we go. And there you have the Western New York Alumni Drum Corps. Great job. Our man Johnny Waterman running the show. Well, I don't think he'd take credit for that, but I know he's a glue on that deal. And as we start to conclude our parade, as always, the final, it's going to be loud, but it's all of the fire departments from the local community kind of showing off their hardware, and they do a great job. Remember, for today's activity, if you want to see it again, and for any other of our live events, www.dunkerkaccess.com, and that's where we're going to stay. We'll be there when it comes to special events over the summer that we're on, and when we're filming the boat races and the basketball and football games. It's going to be at www.dunkerkaccess.com. You'll also find archived things. You want to go there and look at a council meeting or a public hearing, we'll have those on the site as well. Gary Cotta and the Dunkirk Fire Department leads the way. Chief Mike Edwards riding shotgun.
Dunkirk Fire Department leading off this division. And Fire Chief Mike Edwards, the parade marshal.
Following up the city of Dunkirk, we've got the Irving Volunteer Fire Department and their tanker truck. We've got East Dunkirk.
And here's the East Dunkirk Fire Department.
And following up the East Dunkirk Volunteer Fire Company is the West Dunkirk volunteer fire company. Boy, I hope he's pumping oxygen through that mask because he's got to be hot as heck. But I guess walking on the pavement isn't as hot as being in a fire, so these guys know what they're doing. And one more truck from the West Dunkirk Fire Department. And then, as has been tradition, at least the last, 10 years or so, bringing up the rear is the Pillar of Fire Worship. Pastor Jeff Wentz driving his tractor, pulling his crew to the Pillar of Fire Fellowship. Now located down on Lakeshore Drive. Looks like they're doing a chicken barbecue on Saturday, June 23rd. You'll see the banner coming up. Always good to give them a plug and give them some help. There it is, 3 to 6. To benefit the missions of Helping Hands. Pillar of Fire tossing the candy. They're closing the deal. And the City of Dunkirk Police Department with a car following up to make sure everybody's safe. So we're packing up. How you doing? What did you think of the parade today?
Parade was excellent, as usual.
What was your favorite part?
Oh, the marching bands.
I do love the marching. Now, you've been around for a while. You remember the days when they had 10 of those marching bands.
Absolutely, yeah.
Good stuff. It's good to see the Western New York alumni is going strong. Those are a lot of our guys. How about yourself? What was your favorite part?
The drum course.
Yeah. You got a good seat. How early did you have to go up and get this seat?
Ask him. He saved it for us when we were at the park.
Did you sleep overnight?
Yeah. No, I didn't sleep overnight. Nah. Neil Young wasn't playing, so I had.
All right, well, thanks, man. Have a great day. So what'd you think of the parade today, Shar?
Oh, you know what? It's always so beautiful.
What's your favorite part?
I like the Little Leaguers, actually. I love the little kids. It's very special.
Yeah, I was partial to those Hurricane cheerleaders that were up here today. They were kind of cute. Huh?
Oh, you know, Greg, come on now. But I'll tell you what was the most touching was the ceremony at Memorial Park. Anybody who misses that, boy, you miss something special.
And thanks for that segue, because if you are just watching us now for the parade, if you go to www.dunkirkaccess.com, you can watch that parade. You can watch that ceremony. It was archived, and it was beautiful. Thank you. All right, have a great day.
You too.
Got a second? Got a second? Come on, Master of Ceremonies. So what'd you think of this year's parade?
Well, it's tremendous as usual. I mean, there's probably 2,000, 3,000 people here, so it's another great day, and the weather cooperated. So, you know, I've been doing it for 10 years now. We've never missed a parade, so this is great.
And as you'll appreciate, as we walked up we're talking to folks. There's a lot of out-of-towners here.
Oh, absolutely. My part of the deal was the memorial service, which went over well. We honored 2 World War II veterans, Ray Davis Jr. and Anthony Spann, and that was the significant part of the day because that's what we're supposed to be doing today. This is great to celebrate America, but we need to remember those who have sacrificed to make this country great.
Jack, thanks so much, and thanks for doing that.
Thanks.
All right, man.
Appreciate it.
All right. So now we, as we conclude, if we might catch someone else. I don't know. Let's see. Who else could we talk to? Remember, it is Memorial Day at 3 o'clock today. It was, I think in the 80s there was a time set. 3 o'clock today. We're all supposed to pause and remember our veterans, those that had passed in service. So we just want to make sure that as much fun as we're having and barbecuing and parades and things like that, that we remember it is Memorial Day, and we're here to make sure that we pay homage and give credit to those who passed, fighting so that we could have beautiful, wonderful days like this. So I think that's it, right, Gabe? Gabe, you cut me off? Is it over? We're still good. Gabe Taylor. Gabe runs the show, by the way. Gabe, what'd you think of the parade?
Oh, it was awesome. The huge crowd. We got a lot of people that came out, so it's good to see a lot of people. They always come out for Memorial Day, and for the 4th of July, we get nice crowds of the city. That's the only time we get to see a big impact.
Now, Gabe, we're going to have I know you're, running the programming and getting that all together for the summer. A couple of the highlights that we're going to see on Dunkirk Access, and again, we're kind of rebranding. Instead of cable, instead of DunkirkAccess.com, what should we be looking forward to?
Well, we're going to be having a show with the mayor that Hector's going to be putting together with Vicky, and also we have Revitalized Dunkirk that plays every night at 9 p.m. They've been doing a show at least twice monthly.
And remember, if you don't want to tune in at 9 p.m., if they go to the site, it'll be there, right?
Yes, yep. Go to YouTube. If you just type in Dunkirk Access, it'll take you straight to our YouTube page, and you'll see all the videos that we did in the past 2 years.
I know we're looking forward to some of the music on the piers we'll be doing again, and we'll also be the big event of the summer is the boat race.
Yes. Yep, the boat race. I don't know why Greg has me on the air, but it's okay. But the boat race is going to be awesome. There actually is going to be a parade for that weekend for the boat race, and the kids are going to be able to see all the boats, so that's going to be awesome.
So we'll make sure we're filming the parade. We'll make sure we're filming the races as much as we can. NBC may cut this boat race is a big time NBC event. It may cut us off from running our little local access for some of it, but we'll be there as much as we can.
Yep, that's correct.
All right, with that, it's Gabe Taylor. Thanks for running the camera today. Super job.
Yeah, so we're off with Donovan on the camera. Put the camera on yourself.
Yeah, put the camera on yourself. There you go. Donovan, hard work today. Donovan was chasing me around all day. I know that's not easy, so thank you very much. Good job. And with that, we'll conclude. We got the ambassador of fun. We got some of the city officials. With that, have a wonderful Memorial Day.